Once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
And they're hoping they can do that.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Vincent. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field. We saw that right there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Toss sweep to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Flanagan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Noles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Quarterback making adjustments. Finds some fresh air. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
When you think of the significance of these 2 programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lincoln. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Number 17.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door. There he goes! He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got it up, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The running back has it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. On first down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll run the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The give to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Snagged out of the air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off play action on first down. Steps away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
One more snap coming before halftime. Handoff to the single back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Knowles and Canes. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's piled up 97 yards rushing now as he is within sight of a 2,000-yard rushing season. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Canes looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Knowles want to pick up the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knowles will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. You create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you.
There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Floating away. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Vincent. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his back in the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. pulls it and fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw again. He makes the catch. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. That's caught. It's Flanagan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fitted in the window for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Snuffed out. The line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Fires left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. Touchdown, no! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about that salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 13 over Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. And you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Vincent. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to change this route. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it up to 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.